let's discuss a topic that is about to redefine the future of work and innovation: AI agents. The internet is flooded with information on this, and honestly, it can be a bit overwhelming. So I'm going to simplify it, explaining it in a way that even if you're starting from scratch with zero technical knowledge, you'll be able to follow along. We'll start with Google search as our familiar example, and then build on that foundation. By the end of this, you'll walk away with a solid understanding of what AI agents are, how they work, and most importantly, how you can build your own agents without knowing how to code. But before we dive in, let's quickly address why AI agents and why now. If you check Google Trends for keywords like AI agents and AI automation, you'll see they've surged a staggering 700% in just over a year. Most of this explosive growth has happened since late 2024, and now it's growing by over 100% every single month. More and more people and businesses are actively looking for these agents. After spending time learning about them and building a few agents myself, I firmly believe that many jobs are going to change drastically or even become completely automated in the very near future. This means a significant portion of the workforce will eventually move into this space to make money. We are truly living through the early days, so a pretty big opportunity is up for grabs right now. Okay, let's get started using the Google search example. Before ChatGPT, if you needed to look something up online, you'd Google it. You'd get a list of relevant results, maybe click around, skim, and then only read or engage with the parts most relevant to your query. ChatGPT functioned very similarly, but for simple answers. Instead of you having to skim through irrelevant information, it took your query and just figured out which information was most relevant through some pretty smart computing. A big drawback, however, was that it couldn't give you real-time or updated information. It wasn't possible for it to take any action, and it also couldn't take action on your behalf. However, nowadays, when you Google something, you often see an answer very similar to ChatGPT right at the top of every search, but with updated information and links to the latest resources. It's almost as if Google just read the latest articles on the fly and presented you with a perfect answer. This is because in the background, your search isn't just being run through Google's search algorithms. It's also being processed by AI agents who understand what you're looking for using models like Google Gemini, scan the internet on your behalf by reading relevant resources, and then generate that summary for you. So, at a basic level, AI agents are simply AI models with the ability to interpret their surroundings, make decisions, and take actions on the resources they have access to. In other words, they work just like us. I'm sure by now you've seen entire YouTube and Instagram accounts that don't seem too human. These are just AI agents that have access to image, audio, and video tools, along with the social media accounts. I've personally seen six-figure AI agent systems replacing multi-million-dollar teams, with just one agent doing the work of like 3 employees at less than half the cost. So, how do they work, and how do you build one without learning how to code? Imagine yourself doing any task. You're bound to go through at least these 4 phases to get it done. You must understand the task, remember relevant information, use your knowledge, and utilize the tools required. If you're competent, you get it done eventually. Agents work in a similar fashion. They understand using AI models, just like you understand through training and education. Remember using databases just like you use Google Sheets or Excel. Get context from their knowledge bases just like you use a Notepad or Notion. And they take actions by operating the tools required to complete the task. To get started with building AI agents without learning to code, and for free, you just need to know how to install open source software like N8N onto your device. Think of it like installing a program that works like a digital employee when you connect a few things to it. This employee can do any specific task you assign to it for free, without ever complaining, as long as you give it electricity and access to the internet. I have a video coming up to show you exactly how to do this, but it's outside the scope of this one, and I don't want to confuse you too much right now. Moreover, you can have as many of these agents as you want. You can even have an agent to manage all your other agents. So you could have one agent for sending emails, one for booking appointments, one for managing relationships, and every other task you can imagine. Instead of interacting with them individually, you can just interact with one central agent that manages all of them. For example, if you have 30 emails to send, a few appointments to book, and holiday greetings for a bunch of people, you can just tell the managing agent to get them done, and it will coordinate with the other agents to execute those tasks. Now again, why should you care about this, apart from its insane growth over the past year and everyone talking about them? First of all, they are highly efficient at most tasks, even more so than you. They save you a bunch of money, headaches, and time. On average, people can save an extra 3 to 5 hours every single day. Businesses are paying a premium for these agents if they can significantly boost productivity. Moreover, they adapt to almost any knowledge work, meaning nearly every task performed in a knowledge-based role can and will be influenced or replaced by AI agents. But what makes them truly special is their decision-making ability. They will always follow the same set of instructions you give them with minimal biases, ensuring consistent and predictable outcomes. Finally, they can be built easily by literally anyone. The technology is often free. You truly don't need to know how to code to build your own agent. I don't know how to code myself, and yet I've been able to build a bunch of these and even make some side money selling them. All you need is to know how to use the internet and think like a problem solver. Moving forward, AI agents will eventually replace many functions that exist in businesses today, and more of these systems are going to be all around you. So why not learn how to create value with them now and become an expert? That's all for today. Hopefully, you now understand AI agents a lot better and the incredible things you can do with them. If you want to learn more about agents and see some real-world builds, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one.